Most people don't do this now. It's just something I personally do because you won't have time to do this in most places. Okay? So, what we do just makes it easier. Take the wishbone out. Okay? And then it's actually easier to then process the meat. Now, what you want to do is make sure, particularly when you're cutting for saute, that the skin is even cover on the flesh, because each piece of chicken in saute needs to have flesh cover, the skin coverage on the flesh, because that's part of the dish, it's part of the presentation. Okay. Now, on this side, we'll take the wing off. This side we'll leave it and we'll trim it up. Okay. Remember that the chicken has been very kind to us. Okay. It's drawn lines all over itself to show us where to cut. All right. So we don't have to struggle, and we don't have to go through bones. If you look here on the wing, okay, in here, okay, straight through the joint. Okay, so you're not chopping bone. Apart from anything else, you're not splintering bones. Okay, so there's a chicken wing. Okay, you can do this whichever way, but I prefer to do it around this way. Good skin cover. Okay, again, you see the line of fat between you nick through there. Okay, open up, put your thumb under here, and you break the bone out. You dislocate it. You come round with a nice and broad, because you want the skin covered. Nice and broad. Come round, okay? And then the tip of the knife needs to be pushing in against the rib cage, the bones of the chicken. Okay, and again we come through that joint. Okay, going right against the. Now, see what we're doing here? We're coming right in and doing this nice and slowly, so you can find, we're taking out what they call the oyster. Okay, we come through, and again you keep the flat of the knife pressed against the carcass, because we want as much flesh and skin as possible. Okay, now we have our Maryland. Okay, then we turn it round. We do the other side. Okay, again through here. There are other Maryland. 2 Marylands. Okay. Now, here we'll cut this, what I call a traditional saute. Now this does vary slightly. All right. Down here, okay, the breastbone, you can see again the fat cover on there. You can see that through the skin. Make sure your skin coverage is even. Okay. You use your thumb as a guide. Your thumb on the middle of the bone here. Okay? Take your knife and you will go straight through that joint bone there. Okay? It doesn't matter how big the chicken is. That measurement will always work. Don't ask me why, it just does. Okay? Now this one we can trim. Okay? We still want to retain that wing. Okay, but we're going to do this slightly, we're going to trim this slightly differently. What we're going to do, come here, and we're going to French that. Okay, so we cut through the skin, okay? So we still retain our chicken wing, all right? Now we have a nice clean bone. Right? We scrape that bone down. We have a nice clean cut. Now, depending on where you are and how fussy you want to be, you can cut that with a saw to make sure it's a nice, very, very clean cut. We'll use a sharp knife. Cook's knife is gone. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Now, I've seen this. There's no need for that. Okay. Just one. Okay. Nice and clean. Then again, if you want to be fussy, you can actually then pick all that marrow bone out, wash that out, okay, and then your presentation. Okay, nice coverage, yeah. Okay. So that's one breast. We'll take off the other side. Again, keeping the knife against the rib cage. Okay, down, straight through. Right, no struggling, no pushing. If you're struggling with a knife, you're going to slip, you're going to hurt yourself. All right, you need to be in control of this, not the other way around. Okay, there's your other breast. Okay, now this piece. Okay, breast. Now you can do it with this or this. It's up to you. Okay. Now again, I've seen people, you don't need to. If you're not strong enough to pull that away, then you maybe shouldn't be working in the kitchen. Okay, but you're all strong enough, okay, so we have no problem there. Back to the ice. Now, in here, sometimes you're left with the livers. Depends where you are, scrape them out, take them back to the butcher, you can use those. Okay, that's all edible. That will now go for stock. Okay? This really needs to go on there. There. Okay. These pieces here. And again, you don't need, right, as long as you've got a sharp knife, stock. Okay, again, even portions, right? If you feel in here, there's a natural dip in that bone, okay? That's where you need to cut it, right? And that's as close as you're going to get to being evenly portioned, okay? Nice, even skin coverage. Okay. These, again, down here, line of fat, follow the line of fat, go straight through the joint. You don't have to chop at the bones. Okay, through here. Eight. 10. Now, this is very old-fashioned, you'd never have to do it. When I was studying, you would also have to trim this, okay? Take the fat away. And what you would actually do is then cut this. Okay. Now, you would never do this. This is just takes too long and nobody's really bothered about it anymore. But what you would do, you would actually cook this as well. Okay, you would saute the whole bird. Okay, and then you would actually present it for service when it was cooked. Like that. On a platter with your garnish, okay, and then, and this is why you cut it into 8 pieces. When I serve Yuba, okay, I give Yuba one piece of breast, one piece of leg, okay, and then his wife, okay, one piece of leg, one piece of breast, and that's why you cut it into 8 pieces, and then whoever wants it, okay. You all got that?